guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to all the mods online. Look at you behind me. Look at behind me. Can you see behind me? Can you see it? Can you see it? No, you can't. Okay. Can you see it now? Oh, yes, you can. And that is because, my friends, we are getting into the Apotheosis Mod. And that means that we are going to do some enchantment to even empower us even a bit more with all these new gear and things that we have going on. But before doing that, well, we have the trader swimming in here. I tried to make it a bit nice in this little corner here, as you can see. It needs a bit of work, but it's going to do the job for what we want at the moment. So, what do you have for us? Because I think this guy has something quite interesting, actually. So, look at this. Look at that ring. When worn as a ring, 15% cast time reductions from the iron spells and spellbooks. How cool is that? Yes, please. I'm going to take that one. Thank you very much, Mr. Trader. We'll see you at some point. That is an amazing ring to have. Pyromancer set. Oh, yes, because it's all about our spell casting, and that is what we are all about. Excuse me. So back to Apotheosis. Here we are. We have this enchantment area in here with more than 15 shelves, just to make it a bit nicer. But one thing I want to mention very quickly about Apotheosis is that this can become very, very powerful, because you can actually even upgrade the bookshelves, and the next upgrade is going to be to hell shelves, as they call it, and that's going to be pretty cool. But let me show you very quickly what the Apotheosis is about. Apotheosis is going to have 3 different attributes, as you can see here, and that's going to be relative to the main enchant that you are going to have. I hope that makes a bit of sense. So in terms of that, well, we have Eterna, which pretty much is the level that is going to cause you to actually do the enchantment like it used to be normally. Then we have Quanta with rectification. What that means? Well, it's going to power the range of your spells. Now, this type of attribute will have negative effects. So to lessen that, we are going to need rectification, and I'll show you how that works in a minute. And then we are going to have Arcane, which make enchantments more common. So that is going to be an important one. So that is Apotheosis, as you can see. Now you will see as well, they have a few things here and there, like this Amethyst cluster. You can see the rectification is plus 1.50, so that's going to help us to make the rectification in relation to the Quanta, as you can see here. I hope, guys, this is making sense. Then we have as well the with the skeleton, which we have so many, and that gives us plus 10% Quanta. And of course, we have some candles as well. With the Arcana, it's going to be plus 125%. So, with that said, my friends, oh my god, I'm excited for this one. Where's the trader? Oh, where's the trader gone? Oh, okay. Well, the trader's gone swimming. Okay, well, it is what it is. So, what's going to be next? Well, we are going to have to upgrade the bookshelves to hell shelves. Now, to do that, well, we are going to need a few things. So, let's get on with it. And as you can see, guys, hell shelf is what it's going to be, because it's going to give us plus 150 Eterna to a maximum of 2250. So we have a lot of upgrades to do with the bookshelves, and it's going to give us a plus 3% Quanta, really important. After that, well, we are going to then go to the infused hell shelf, which, as you can see, the Eterna and the Quanta carries on going up and up and up. Okay, so that's what we're going to need. Get on with this thing. Now, we can make this straight away, and that's because we have potions of regeneration already. And as you can see, to do them, well, you're going to need occult potions, and you're going to need gas tears. And to make gas tears, well, that's quite simple. We have catalyzing glands, and we have quite a few of those, because the mob is spawners. So, let me grab a few of those just to show you the process very quickly. We are going to do that, and if you actually remember how to make the potion, well, we are going to need gas tier, and as you can see, and then we are going to need occult potions. So, let's do that very quickly. Okay, guys, so we are back to the brewing stand, and as you can see, well, we're going to need blaze powder just to fuel this brewing stand. We're going to need the gas tier, so let's put all those in there, part of the process I'm showing you. And then you're going to need occult potions as well. And with that, we are going to get the regeneration potions. So that's going to be really important that we use this, because we are going to need plenty of those to make the hell shelves. When we have the hell shelves, well, the only thing that we need to do is replace them with the bookshelves that we have at the enchanting area. It's going to be quite simple to begin with, of course, but it will get a bit more interesting. Potion or regeneration it is, guys. So we are going to need about, I will say about 22 of these guys. So time to make some more. Back to the crafting grid. As you can see, we have plenty of them. I think I did about 19 or 20 something to that effect. And what we're going to need now, well, is going to be the hell shelf. That is going to be for sure. And to do those, well, as you can see, oh man, we are going to need quite a few of these things. That is for sure. So let's grab again. As you can see, we are going to need a frame. Let me show you again. I've forgotten. Well, any type of bookshelf, really, you're going to need. There we go. There's bookshelves in there. So we are going to need those very quickly. And to do that, well, we are going to need those. So we're going to make a few of those, shall we? So we can actually make some more. Maybe 13 more, so we can actually get cracking with this. And as soon as we have them, well, that's what we're going to do, guys. As you can see, my friend, we have 19. So, you know what? I think I'm going to make one more because why not? That's going to be 20. And I think that we have enough for now. So let's go and replace the normal bookshelves for this hell shelf, which is going to definitely boost up all those attributes from the enchanting table. So that's what we're going to do, guys. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a job to do here. So we need to do this very quickly. So there you have it. Let's replace all of them. As we have discussed, we are now having these hell shelves, and they're going to be important because we need to actually get those attributes up. And the more upgrade shelves that you have, well, the more stats you're going to have, as you can see. This hell shelf is going to be plus 150, for example, on Eterna. And if you go to the infused hell shelf, well, it's going to be 175. Well, the ultimate goal in here is to create the enchantment library. Oh yes, this is, my friend, it's going to be very powerful because effectively we can actually make books, enchanting books, using on demand and just put them on the shelf for us to use whenever we want. How cool is that? So that is the idea. Now to do that, well, we are going to need a few things really. So let me grab in my chest things that I'm going to need, and I'm going to show you how this is going to work. Let me just grab some of those, some lapis as well in here. And what we're looking for is something called infusion. And unfortunately, not any of these enchants are going to give us that. And one thing that we're going to need, of course, is a huge amount of levels. So that is going to be an interesting one. So as you can see, well, we grabbed this one, and there you have it. Infusion is the criteria not met, so obviously we are going to have to look into this, and but pretty much that is the way it's going to work in terms of the enchantment in this Apotheosis mod. So yeah, interesting indeed, because this one now, my friends, is completely enchanted, as you can see. I have the Tombstone Soulbound. Well, it preserves the item on death just in case that we need it. And as I said, things that we are going to need is going to be experience levels. That said, we have the mob farm just right here, which I'm going to very kindly show you how this works. And we are going to get on with some enchantments and all that good stuff. But if you remember the mob farm, well, we created very early in the game those experience tabs, if you remember, which it comes to the experience crystals. And with that, my friends, we are 159 levels here, plus another 63. So we can leave this running for a while. Well, eventually, this thing will go up to whatever limit they have. And that, my friends, is something very cool that we can actually do. So to do that, I think that we are going to get on with that as well. And, well, let's carry on doing this enchantment thing, shall we? So the next thing to do, my friends, is obviously to infuse the hell shelves. And to do that, well, what we're going to need is just to create these patterns. And as you can see, we'll create something called infusion. Now with that, well, we need to create 4 of these infusion hell shelves, and with that we are going to be able to make this enchantment library. So let's do that very quickly, and I'll be with you in a minute. And with that, my friends, I think that we can make it now. Yes, now we can make this very powerful enchanting library. So let's see how this works. Okay, guys, as you can see, we have the enchantment library put in place, as you can see, completely empty, obviously. And the question is, how can we make this enchanting table working with enchantment library? Well, it's going to be quite simple, actually, because now we can create these specific tomes of helmets, tome of chest plates, tome of leg plates, tome of boots, etc, etc. So that's how definitely this is going to work. And to do that, well, obviously we are going to need to be on the crafting grid. And we are going to create some of these tomes, and that is going to be very specific for the helmets, for example. And you know, but it's not only that. This thing it becomes very, very powerful. Look at the amount of things that you can do. Tom for archers, miners, fishes. It goes on and on. Now, something else I want to mention is the Tom of Scraping. This is quite interesting, actually, because it extracts half of the enchantments from an item if it's already enchanted. So say, for example, that you have a very good enchantment in a helmet and you want that, well, by using a Tom of Scraping, you will extract half of the enchantment. But it's not only that, this thing is really powerful. You can actually upgrade the Tom of Scraping, and you can see now becomes the Tom of Superior Scraping. And as you can see, well, from Tom of Scraping, which extracts half of the enchantment, now you can actually upgrade it to extract all of the enchantments from an item, but will destroy the item in the process. But it's not only that. Oh yes, you still can go further up as well. And then you get the Tom of Extraction, which in a sense is the same, but this time does not destroy the item. So you can see how powerful this thing can be. So let's make some books and I'll show you an example. Okay, as you can see, well, let's make a few of these tomes because we are going to need them anyway. So let's get the chest plate as well, which the chest plate for whatever reason give you 8, whilst the helmets only give you 5, but it is what it is. And 7 for the, oh, well, it is what it is. But you get an idea, guys. You're going to need blaze rods and a bunch of books. Very easy to obtain all of it. And that's pretty much how you go with Apotheosis, by definitely having these tomes. Okay, my friends, before getting into the enchantment, I think that we need to retrieve some of these levels. So as you can see, I'm level 73, and when you retrieve 10 levels, well, 83. So we are going to take just a few of those. We have 100 levels in there, and I think that that's going to be more than enough, my friends, to actually get going with this enchantment. So this is where it becomes a very, very nice. Thank you very much. Let's give it a good go, shall we? Okay, so we have the lapis already there, and say that, for example, that we want to enchant a helmet, for example. You can see actually give us projectile protection. That's going to cost us, well, some levels and some experience and all that good stuff. Mana boost and tombstone soulbound. Well, so for example, that we want the projectile protection. And well, that is what we are going to grab. As you can see, now we have projectile protection 1. That said, well, I want to enchant as well some of my plates, and we have project protection as well, mana boost and protection 1, which is not too bad. But let's go for this one, for example, and let's get going. Let's go to this one as well, which is going to be very interesting. Mana regeneration. Okay, well, let's grab this one as well and see what happens. So with that in mind, okay, guys, so once we have all these enchanted books as you want, well, you only have to come to the library. Then you're going to shift and click, and as you can see, well, it's going to create that enchantment, and that's going to be in this library. Now, the good thing about this one, I can't show you because I don't have the example in this case, is that eventually you will have 2 or 3 or more enchanted books. By shift clicking in here, you can actually split the enchantments and make a specific books just for that specific enchantment. So yeah, very, very powerful indeed. Well, as you can see now, we have mana regeneration, projectile protection, and protection. One thing you can do actually is combine as many as you want as well. So say, for example, now we have mana regeneration. We can actually get projectile protection as well, and so on and so forth. And as you can see, yeah, very powerful indeed. And that is on demand. So now you can actually get your book and enchant whatever you want to enchant. So, my friends, yes, you should do the enchantment library. Very, very straightforward, and it's definitely very powerful as well. Okay, guys, so as you can see, now we have a few more spells in here, or enchantments, I would say. So how this works? Well, we are going to have to grab a piece of gear that you want to enchant, and we are going to place it right in this thing in here. And things that you need to select from your enchantment, whatever you want, as you can see. And one thing that I would like would be Aqua Affinity, for example. So, well, that's the way it works. We have Aqua Affinity. Something else that I would like for sure is Mana Boost. Now, you can shift right click as well to get the maximum level as well. What else do we not? Mana Regeneration will be a really good one as well. And definitely Protection, I think that we are going to need as well. Oh, next level available. So when you shift and click, This because probably is the max level. Yeah, protection 4. So shift click and then we'll go through the levels up. That way you can actually make a specific books tailored to what you want. So very, very powerful, as you can see. Now we have Aqua Affinity, increases mining speed while underwater if we wanted to. Mana boost 3, protection 4. Yeah, maybe we can put even more things. Fire protection, blast protection, whatever you want, guys. So this is the way it's going to work. Very simple, very straightforward. We have plenty of tomes, we have plenty of resources. My God, guys, this is definitely very interesting indeed. And with that, my friends, I think that we came to the end of this episode about Apotheosis. That is my very, very brief description of Apotheosis. And believe you me, it is very, very complicated and goes much deeper than all this. But I wanted to show you very quickly how to do enchantments. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next daily upload. Until then, guys, take great care.